Welcome to the 2026 IoT Developer Roadmap. In this step-by-step guide, we're unpacking the exact path to take you from a complete beginner tinkering with breadboards to a full-stack engineer building production-grade IoT solutions. The Internet of Things is accelerating faster than ever, projected to surpass a staggering $1.39 trillion market size by 2026, with well over 75 billion connected devices operating worldwide. Despite this massive expansion, the industry faces an immense talent shortage across critical domains like EV telematics, smart cities, and industrial automation. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know precisely what tools, languages, and hardware you need to break into this high-demand field. So, what does an IoT developer actually do? At its core, your primary role is acting as the bridge between the physical and digital worlds. On the physical end, you work directly with hardware, reading continuous environmental signals like temperature, vibration, and proximity, while commanding physical actuators like servos, relays, and industrial motors. On the digital end, you take that physical data, package it into secure network traffic, process it in the cloud, and build interactive dashboards to trigger automated actions. As an IoT engineer, you are writing the software that gives inanimate physical hardware digital intelligence. Before writing your first line of code, you must decide which career track aligns with your goals: the embedded IoT developer path or the IoT application developer path. As an embedded specialist, you are the brain of the hardware. You spend your day in C, C++, and Rust managing bare metal registers, optimizing microcontrollers like the ESP32 or STM32, and writing low latency, battery efficient firmware. On the flip side, if you choose the IoT application path, you act as the nervous system. You focus on edge gateways, MQTT brokers, time series databases, and web dashboards using Python, Node.js, Go, and cloud platforms like AWS or Azure. To succeed in this field, you must visualize IoT systems through four core architectural layers. Layer 1 is the edge device layer, where microcontrollers and raw sensors interact directly with physical environments. Layer 2 is connectivity, translating low-level signal data into standard network packets using protocols like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth Low Energy, cellular, or LoRaWAN. Layer 3 is the cloud gateway, managing incoming telemetry, orchestrating millions of active connections, and enforcing security policies. Finally, Layer 4 is the application layer, where all that raw telemetry transforms into business logic, web dashboards, and actionable analytics for end users. Unlike traditional web development, where one stack fits all, IoT requires a polyglot approach across different system layers. C and C++ remain the absolute gold standard for device-level firmware due to direct memory management and minimal resource overhead. Rust is rapidly gaining traction as a memory-safe alternative for critical edge execution. Moving up to edge gateways and cloud scripting, Python acts as the ultimate Swiss Army knife. For cloud microservices handling thousands of concurrent telemetry streams, Go shines with its lightweight concurrency, while JavaScript and TypeScript dominate the application front end for real-time data visualization. Let's kick off phase 1 of your roadmap, covering months 1 and 2, hardware and firmware fundamentals. Your primary goal here is gaining fundamental control over microcontrollers. Start by mastering modern C and C++ fundamentals, specifically pointers, direct memory allocation, and bitwise manipulation. Simultaneously learn basic electronic circuits. reading schematics, working with GPIO pins, understanding PWM for voltage control, and using transistors as electronic switches. Grab an accessible development board like an ESP32 or Arduino and finish this phase by building a standalone sensor node that reads physical inputs and triggers local actuators based on code logic. Moving into phase 2, spanning months 3 and 4, you step up from isolated hardware to local connectivity and multitasking systems. First, dive deep into wired hardware communication buses like UART, SPI, and I2C, which allow microcontrollers to communicate with peripherals. Next, implement local wireless connectivity using Wi Fi and Bluetooth Low Energy, BLE. Finally, step away from traditional linear loops and learn real time operating systems like FreeRTOS or Zephyr. Your milestone project for this phase is creating a multi threaded device that simultaneously reads high frequency sensor data, controls a motor, and transmits telemetry wirelessly without freezing execution. In phase 3, months 5 and 6, you extend your local hardware into global cloud networks. You will replace standard overhead heavy HTTP protocols with lightweight publish subscribe protocol architectures, primarily MQTT and COAP, which are engineered specifically for low bandwidth battery constrained devices. You'll interface your hardware with enterprise cloud services like AWS IoT Core or Azure IoT Hub, routing streaming telemetry directly into specialized time series databases like InfluxDB or TimescaleDB. By the end of this phase, you should have a live web dashboard that visualizes real-time sensor graphs and allows you to toggle physical hardware relays remotely over the internet. Phase 4, covering months 7 and 8, is what separates weekend hobbyists from professional production engineers. Here, you dive into embedded Linux on single board computers like the Raspberry Pi, utilizing build tools like Yocto or Buildroot to assemble custom Linux distributions. You will engineer reliable over the air, OTA firmware update pipelines, ensuring remote devices can upgrade safely in the field without getting bricked. Crucially, you will implement end-to-end IoT security, hardware-based secure boot, TLS/MTLS encryption, public key infrastructure, and device certificate provisioning to safeguard against cyber threats. A defining transformation in the 2026 IoT ecosystem is the widespread adoption of the Matter protocol. Historically, developers were trapped in ecosystem silos, forced to build fragmented software for Apple Home, Google Home, and Amazon Alexa independently. Matter dismantles this friction by delivering unified, local, IP-based interoperability over Wi-Fi and Thread. By learning to build Matter-compliant devices on platforms like the ESP32-C3 or ESP32-H2, you position yourself as a universal smart home developer whose devices seamlessly operate across every major smart platform on Earth out of the box. Another game changing trend taking over the industry is Edge AI and TinyML, executing machine learning models directly on resource constrained microcontrollers at the edge. Instead of routing massive continuous video or audio feeds up to expensive cloud servers, frameworks like TensorFlow Lite for microcontrollers allow hardware to analyze data locally. Leveraging vector instructions on chipsets like the ESP32 S3, you can perform instant keyword recognition, local gesture detection, or predictive vibration analysis right on the chip with zero network latency, minimal power consumption, and absolute data privacy. When applying for IoT engineering roles, standard resumes aren't enough. You need an active, tangible portfolio that proves end-to-end execution. First, always document physical builds with clear photos, high-quality video demos, and schematic wiring diagrams. Employers need to see real hardware operating in the physical world. Second, include live links to active cloud dashboards showing real-time streaming data. Third, maintain structured GitHub repositories complete with system architecture diagrams. Finally, detail your real-world debugging stories. Explain how you diagnosed tricky electrical noise, resolved memory leaks, or handled network reconnection logic. The financial and career outlook for IoT developers remains exceptionally strong across multiple global industries. Entry level engineers can expect starting salaries ranging between $60,000 and $95,000 per year. Mid level developers with 3 to 5 years of experience in embedded firmware or cloud integration typically earn between $110,000 and $140,000. Senior specialists and system architects who combine hardware security, edge AI, and cloud architecture routinely command compensation packages exceeding $150,000 to $180,000. Key hiring hubs include EV telematics, medical devices, precision agriculture, and industrial automation. Your journey toward becoming a full stack IoT developer starts right now with 3 simple steps. Step 1, procure your development hardware. Grab an inexpensive ESP32 starter kit along with a basic sensor bundle. Step 2, pick your initial focus area between embedded firmware development and cloud focused application engineering. Step 3, set up your IDE, write your first lines of code, and make an LED blink on your board. Remember, every complex global IoT deployment in the world started with a single blinking light. Thanks for watching, hit that subscribe button, and go start building.